Hardly a week goes by, man, where I don't mention somebody that left us. Christine Ferris. She was the oldest sister of Martin Luther King Jr. Passed away at 95. I called my daddy, who's 97. He told me a very funny story. He said, I took her out a couple times.
Man, that's a small world.
My daddy went to Morehouse at one time with a A.D. King. You know, I was a quote-unquote bodyguard for Daddy King for a while. Chauffeur. But my daddy, that's how I came by that. My daddy had gone to school with A.D. Then my daddy marched with Martin and everything. A.D. was older than Martin.
Right.
A.D. and my daddy were at Morehouse together. So my daddy said, he's 97. They tell you them stories at 97. They started taking them
you see a
blood
lot.
So my daddy said, A.D. who kept saying, you know, I want you to meet my sister. I want you to meet my sister. So my daddy said, finally, he said, okay, I'll meet your sister.
Right.
So it was Christine Ferris, who just died at 95.
Died, yeah.
My dad 97. So my daddy, I said, well, where did you take her out? He said, yeah, I took her to the show. And we got to the show, and I said, baby, what you want? And she said, I want a candy bar and some popcorn. And my daddy said, well, I got 27 cents. You can have one or the other. That's what he told me. I ain't telling no lie last night. He said, which one you want?
Back in the day,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
He said, you can't have no candy bar and candy bar and popcorn. He said, you can't have no candy bar and popcorn. Now, which one you want?
Right. Yeah, I'm going without, so you
Christine Fast. So he said he did it a couple times. But yeah, she died in 95. She was the oldest or longest living employee of Spelman College.
Wow.
And later on, mentor to my sister, who went to Spelman and then passed away. Christine Fast, long live her memory. Gone in 95.
It's good life, man. 95. That's
good life, but it ain't that
queen.
good. It's 30 years away from where I am now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's way too damn close.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be Methuselah.
Oh, that's Methuselah. You old as Methuselah,
Some
DC.
bitches be saying, DC, you can't live forever. I know, but I'm gonna die trying.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I ain't died yet. I ain't died before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strive. Press toward the higher mark.
God bless. Rest
Salute
in
to you,
peace.
Queen, yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, salute. Salute to the Queen. In other news,
even though her couch was sagging.
you talking about Aretha's kind of sagging.
Big Aretha.
Yeah, I got some bad news for y'all. Your student debts. Joe Biden promised he was going to relieve you of them, but you got to pay that shit.
Gotta pay it.
Do you guys think that sealed his fate for 2024?
For the black people, it did.
hell
You
no.
lied.
He didn't lie. He tried to do it, and they came up against him.
To them, to the black folks, he lied.
Well, that ain't right.
I finished college in 1992.
You finished college. Is that right?
Yeah. So,
What you major in,
they've
bro?
been looking for my debt since 1992.
I ain't pay mine either. I ain't pay mine either,
I found
bro.
out my college wasn't accredited.
Well, mine was, but I didn't pay.
But
I don't know if my daddy paid it or not, but I didn't pay it.
Well, they didn't ask you to re-up DC because you couldn't read and write. So that's different. You was a good ball player.
I could have had though, boy. I could have had them numbers.
Well, look, I ain't had to worry about that because I had the GI Bill. I ain't never paid for
Boy,
one
you
class
up
in my
with
life.
That's a damn
That don't
shame.
go for you.
He
then.
already said he
Cause you
was
went to the armed forces.
Yep.
Didn't kill nobody.
Nope.
Yeah, DC.
And why the hell we paying your shit? You don't kill no fucking body.
Because my
Yeah,
job was
bro.
to save people instead of kill them.
You a doctor?
I'm not a doctor, but I'm a doc.
How many private riots you saved?
What the fuck you mean? You a doctor? You ain't no doctor.
When
You done
you-
told 2 or 3 medical.
going to say, like, what does that mean?
You done told 2 or 3 medical lies tonight.
I
All right,
was
but
gonna say,
look, let me tell you
They
this.
made a movie about
When
private
you out in the
riot.
middle of nowhere
Yeah.
and you got me,
Yeah.
you might survive. But if I ain't out there,
I'm still gonna survive.
maybe. Depends on what the situation
we don't need
is.
You, nigga. We got Grady right down the street.
Look, we
got
work Grady.
Grady.
Look, we work Grady
got
out
Grady.
overseas for the Marines and
I
the
know
Navy
Grady
SEALs.
best.
Were you a medic?
I'm a corpsman.
A what?
Corner.
A corpsman.
What is that?
It's a medical person in the Navy.
Okay.
Corner. He's at
Right
a
on.
corner.
Corpsman.
You said a corner.
Okay.
That's a dead nigga.
No, not
Right
the
on.
coroner, even though I've been that too. But
Right
the
on,
corpsman.
Corpsman.
So you just
Cornet.
like carried a whole bunch of
Army,
gauze
Navy,
bandages. and
Army,
stuff. That was
Navy,
it.
Air Force, Marine.
Navy.
He just carried a bunch of gauze bandages. That's all he did.
That's
Hold on, hold on.
all I did.
We got a vet right here. Don't
That's
start
all I
talking that
did.
shit now. Don't
You're
start
not
talking
gonna-
that shit now.
All right. now.
We got a vet right here.
Bunch of gauze bandages. That was it. And some spray.
Did you ever say medic?
No, I've never said medic.
Okay,
Didn't
but
have
the
to.
ones who did, trust me, they needed us when it was calling for us.
Them gauze bandages.
Mostly, what did you work on? Bullet wounds, scrap.
No, they
I mean,
Navy.
all kind of different stuff. I mean, it all
Right.
depends.
Broken
They
thumbs.
Navy.
Sprained ankles,
Bullet
bullet
wounds.
wounds,
Broken thumbs.
You know,
Sprained- that's
separated.
broken
nothing.
necks.
Broken neck.
No,
mean,
He
Navy.
ain't have to
Twisted
sew
knees.
nobody up.
Hey,
No, they-
DC.
that just-
DC, you Navy.
It's actually better
Well,
than
y'all some haters from the Himalayas, boy.
But you Navy.
Yeah.
You Navy. You water, submarine. Pretty much all you had to do is
Well, people break their legs and arms on the boat, on the
bunch
ship.
of ass busting. Bunch of ass busting.
You break your
They
neck
Navy.
on the ship.
No, bunch of ass busting, DC. They Navy. They Navy.
I don't know nothing
Look,
about
I
that.
wasn't part of that Navy.
You know you sold up a whole lot of asses. You know how y'all do.
You know what's messed up? They used to call us
Was it
pecker
women
checkers.
in there back then? Was it women in the
No,
Navy?
not too
back
many.
then?
Yeah.
About five.
Share light.
About five.
Will, didn't you go to the armed forces?
It was about five women. When he went, it was about five women on that ship. There's a whole lot of
Actually, when I
ass,
joined the
bro.
Navy, we had no women on the ship.
See, there you go. There you go. Who you
When I
think
first
you
joined, there was no women on the ship.
And you still join? you out there on the ship for 2 or 3 years
6 months.
with
6
Luther
months.
with
There you go,
Luther
6
Vandross
months.
and Teddy
Hey,
Pendergrass.
Man, look, and try to avoid them like the plague.
DC.
Can't even avoid it.
DC. I lived in Alameda, California, Navy base. The women on the Navy base, these guys would actually marry women and date women and have them in their house, knowing they're going to see for 6 months to 9 months. And them guys would go out, and them women would move niggas in.
Facts.
I would stay in the.
And Bo P was
you
coming
think?
through there.
No,
ripping
Bo
them.
P was one of them.
What the wives knew, it take the act of Congress for him to come off the water. You just can't say, hey, my wife over there fucking. I'm on the phone with him. I'm sitting in the room, she on the phone with him. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Yeah, we just. I'm watching movies, about to go to sleep.
Let me
I'm in the
ask
house.
you, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Man go off to war, married man. Mm-hmm. And you gonna be out there for a year or two. Do you really think your wife
Ain't gonna get no wood.
ain't gonna get no wood?
You don't
That's
get
a
it.
good way of putting it, Reverend.
You know.
Well,
ain't got to
well, if she's a woodchuck, she may wait. But some woodchuck chuck wood.
Wait, yeah.
Listen,
You know
Some
what?
women
It's
will
funny
wait.
that you
Women
asked
will
that
wait
because
quicker than men,
look,
though.
look, they
Stop
got these
it.
guys called. They got these
Come on,
guys
bullhead.
called Jody.
Huh?
You know about Jody?
I know about Jody.
everybody know about Jody.
Right. So
I was Jody for some time.
I mean, I was a Jody for a while. I mean, it happens. But, you know, most guys, you know, they hope that their wife is going to be, you know, faithful to them
Man.
while they gone.
But
Yeah, it
them
don't happen.
dudes-
Is that realistic, bro?
No, it's not at all.
them dudes out there on the water for
Women
2
are
weeks.
more compelled to be
If
faithful
women
to
are-
the
come
men.
on now.
2 weeks now. Come on now.
She
But I'm
ain't
talking about
gonna
2
hold
years.
out.
It would take
She
a
ain't
day
gonna
to
hold
be
out for
gone.
2 weeks,
But
man.
DC,
She ain't gonna hold out for 2 weeks. Oh, no, come on now.
You gotta
Come on now.
understand.
There's some women
If-
sisters
if-
out there
if
hold
it
out
ain't-
for
if-
2 weeks.
If she
man.
ain't with a dude,
It's women that can
then she
hold
with
out
a
longer than
female.
that.
Oh,
And if
no,
she ain't
no,
with a female,
no.
then she with her
No,
apparatus.
you done gone too far. now.
What you just
You
said?
ain't lying
2
about
weeks.
none of that.
She
Talking about
either
woman
with one
can't-
of the three.
Woman
Yep.
can't go 2
You
weeks.
can act
Yes,
holy
she can.
enough
No,
if
a
you
man
want to.
probably can't go
She with
2
one of
weeks.
the three.
No,
Within-
man or woman go 2 weeks.
With
man.
the-
2
Okay,
years.
I'll take one of the
2
4.
years,
A
something.
She done
woman
done-
is more compelled
she done
to
done
stay
these 4
loyal
things.
than a
Hold on.
man
You
is.
In
gotta
2
understand.
weeks.
Hold on. We got to understand. You're talking about 18, 19, 21-year-old men are full of testosterone. They're working out every day. They got to release that somewhere. So they looking for females. There's a breeding ground, and they out there. You got to understand that. And
Well, you got to get in line if
and
ain't but
those
5
women-
women on the ship.
And those women,
A
no
woman
matter
is
how
more
much they
compelled.
love
A woman
they
is more
dude,
compelled to be quote herself than what a dude
whatever.
is. Yes, she is.
There's 4 things that's gonna happen.
Hold a minute. What'd you
With
say, JJ?
I said a female is more compelled to hold herself, sustain herself than what a male is. I'm not saying
Cap.
women don't, but she's more compelled to be faithful than what a
but
dude
you'll
is.
realize a
She
lot
might
of
be
these guys,
compelled,
a lot of
but
these
it
guys
ain't.
from back recluse
Maybe in the
backgrounds,
1900s.
A lot of these guys that's recruited to the military from recluse backgrounds. They don't have a lot.
From what kind of background?
So recluse. I'm saying.
Okay. I just
I
want
don't
to
know how you
make
say
sure.
it any other way, but when they get to the military, now they got benefits. Now they go back to their high school girlfriend. Oh, I'm finna go out to the military. Wait for me when I finish. Now you go to boot camp. That's 6 to 9 months, right? Whatever it is.
Nah,
Come out of
it
that-
ain't
3 months,
3 months.
6
Then-
weeks base training,
then
6
come out
to
of
9
that,
weeks
you
base
go
training.
to AI training.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Tech
AIT.
school.
Yeah, all that's about
So when they come out of
months.
that, they horny than the motherfucker. So guess what? Only thing they know is they girlfriend back home. They gonna bring her now. I'm getting located at my AI location. I'm gonna be here for 6 months, 9 months. They're gonna get us billing.
I
We're gonna stay in the
can't
building.
I can't
We're gonna stay
believe.
here.
I
And
can't
now-
believe the minimum of lack of trust that y'all are
They gonna cheat.
expressing.
But I'm trying to tell you how it works, DC. I've been there.
All right, so
She's
look,
gonna
hey,
cheat with 1 or 4 things. Period. She's gonna cheat with a
One
dude.
or 4 things?
1 or 4 things. She's gonna cheat with a dude. She's gonna cheat with a
Dude.
female.
Female.
She's gonna either cheat with a wand.
Or
what?
She's gonna cheat with her 2 fingers. And then
Well, I'm not
or
sure the
maybe-
2 fingers in the
Or
one.
high off-
If she ain't
Oh.
thinking about a man,
if
she
she's
probably
saying,
ain't.
hey, if
She-
she's saying Jody, and if she ain't thinking about you,
That's what I'm saying.
But
Those
the
are
two
the 4.
fingers ain't no
Don't
joke.
let her
What
find
you
out
talking
how.
about me? You don't get
DC.
personal, man.
no, I'm just saying, like
just-
the 2 fingers,
Don't
they
let her find a high
saying
officer.
Jody.
If they're
Don't
young
let her
women, they
find
gonna
a
cheat
high
in some
officer.
form.
Because you got to realize when these guys bring these girls to the base, they don't have no job.
Bro, don't. Are you serious, man?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you how it works. When they don't have no, when they
You
bring
don't
these girls
trust.
to the base,
You don't
they have
trust
no job.
women no more than no more scruples than that.
No, I married one, so I trust her because I told her. I mean, I did a background check, and I.
Talking about the rose.
If not, they
I
sleep with-
followed
Talking about the
every day for
rose.
3 months.
Huh?
I did a background, my own background
Terrible.
check.
You terrible.
You
for
did a
that.
background check on your
On
woman?
my own. I
She'll
followed
go
every
sleep
day
with an
for 3
officer.
months.
If you enlisted, she'll go sleep with an officer. She trying to trade up.
And for 3
She ain't never
months,
been nowhere.
that
you
happen
followed your current wife
up.
Yeah,
for 3 months.
Every day for 3 months.
She gonna sleep
And
with an
what'd
officer.
and you found out what?
She don't want to piss with the toilet up. You know, with the seat up. You got to let the seat down.
Yeah.
So wherever she should have pissed at, they got to be done. So I mean, little small stuff that I learned along the way.
Toilet paper
Who
smells
told
nice.
you that?
Well, I followed her in church. I went to the bathroom.
So you stalked her.
I stopped her.
He stalked her.
Yeah. I want to see what I want to see what I get the house.
He said it so proudly. I
At
stalked
least he
her.
honest with it.
Hey, can I tell you the worst case scenario that I ever went through?
The
She sleeps with
worst?
an officer.
The worst that I've ever seen.
Let me hear it.
Our ship pulled out of Norfolk, Virginia,
Norfolk, Virginia.
and we had to go pick Marines up down in Morehead City, North Carolina,
Yeah.
and then head over what they call the pond.
Which is located where?
Europe, wherever.
Okay, across the pond. Okay, gotcha.
Right?
Okay, gotcha.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
our boiler got messed up halfway to go pick up the Marines, so we had to go back to Norfolk at 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when they let all them guys out that ship and went back to the clubs,
Yeah.
girlfriends, wives out there with other dudes, wives moving Jody into the house.
That's what he do.
No, but one of these guys went home and found his wife and the guy, he was Jody, and killed both of them. And got off
I
too.
mean, that crime of passion, unfortunately, that happens.
But there was so many
Unfortunately.
guys that caught their wives and girlfriends messing around before we even left the States. Because they just knew we
But
was
how
gonna
many guys
leave and not come back.
And I'm finna switch it up. I don't want to seem like I'm bashing the
no,
women.
you gotta let me
Hold
finish.
on, I'm gonna switch it up. So how many guys when y'all do protocol though are out there getting them chicks overseas though?
Way too many because
Okay,
I was in
then.
charge. I was in charge of sick call because I was the doc.
So you can't get mad at the women for getting dudes if they go in protocol getting it in.
But let me finish this.
You gotta play the game for 4 quarters.
Let me finish this.
I disagree. I disagree.
I'm with you then. Tell me why you disagree. If she's cheating back home,
I'm gonna tell you.
but you gonna go on point.
JJ might get mad at me for this.
She'll never get mad at you.
As a man, I have always held women in higher esteem. I expect women to have more moral character. I expect women to have more. I'm gonna tell you, it's like if you go out with a woman, you quote unquote your woman. Now, you'll look at a man will look at other women with their ass and their titties hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want your woman looking like that.
No, you don't.
You don't want what you claim to be yours. Now, you'll admire another woman
Right.
come in the club butt naked,
Right.
but you don't want your woman
Well, Kiki
Yeah,
Palmer.
that's-
coming
that's
in
a
there.
lot of
We had that
men.
with
I
Kiki
butt
like
Palmer.
naked.
that.
Generally,
But she gonna do it for
men
somebody else.
I like
expect women to be more moral, more. I mean, and it's
But
a
they're
realistic.
not.
It's a realistic excuse for brothers. You know what? I'm a man. I mean, I'm not saying it's a usable excuse, but the reality is, has been in the past. Well, he a man. You know he fucked up.
Right.
But with a woman, it ain't the same. No man, I've said this about, which is controversial, you know, amongst us as comics.
Right.
Steve Harvey wrote, "Act like a man,
Think like a woman, act like a man. Think
Think
act
like a
like a
man,
woman, think like a
man."
man."
something like that. Yeah.
What man would want a woman that think as fucked up as him?
Thank you. I said the same thing, DC. What
And
kind
the
of bullshit?
nerve of you to imply that thinking like a man is a step up for a woman.
Yeah.
Act like a woman and think like what man worth his salt?
That's called a dyke.
What man worth his salt wants a woman as low down and ignorant as he
That's
is?
an old ragged ass dyke.
But I
You'd
think
be pressed. You'd be pressed to find a woman as ignorant as I
That's
am.
a old
And I don't
ragged
want a woman as ignorant as I am.
But to
I
your-
want a woman that say, "Nigga, you know that ain't right. What the hell wrong?"
But they ain't
with
gonna
you?"
do it, man. It's something.
I
But
want
to
a
your-
woman thinking like me.
But to your point, DC, yes, a decent man ideally want his woman to carry herself a certain type of way. And also, a decent woman don't want her man out there disrespecting her. I think it goes both ways. I don't want my man out there where a woman of the street feel as though I don't have anything worth of value because she can get him. I
Right.
don't want a man like that.
I feel you on that.
You know, so I think it works both ways. It's respect. Make sure if you say you care about me, you say you love me or whatever, then your actions should show that. I'm not saying everybody gonna look the same way you gonna look.
feel
If
that.
she
Hold
butt
on.
naked,
But
you gonna
men-
look.
But
If
generally-
she butt naked, you gonna look, and she's gonna look. But I'm gonna respect.
But
you,
generally,
respect
men
me.
are more trifling
Yes, they are.
than women, at least on the surface.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop
but
it.
Women
Yeah.
can go around freely twerking. Men can go around freely just slinging your dick out in front of you. You can't-
You've been doing it.
First of all,
You can't do it.
first of
You've
all,
been doing it.
first of all, you can
You
take
can't
do it.
two
Been doing it.
different
They did it all
scenarios.
months
Teddy
last
Pendergrass
week.
was the
Hold
last
on.
one to do it.
You can take two different scenarios, and we'll just use a strip club for example. You can have men who go to a strip club with women dancing, and men gonna throw money, and they gonna be in a sort of controlled environment. When women get together and they do their strip thing, and a dude come out there, y'all are no holds barred and will do more interactions sexually with the male stripper than most men will do.
I
How
can't,
you know?
I
That's a
can't
lot-
testify to
that's
that.
a lot
I've never
of
been
How
to
you
a
know?
male strip club.
Right, me either.
How
So
you
I
know?
can't
Oh,
testify to
DC,
that. But if you have knowledge of that, God bless you.
DC,
I'm telling you.
DC,
telling
he's speaking from
I
past.
want to know how he know.
I'm just telling you.
No, he's speaking from past.
That's what I'm saying, JJ.
Hey, a lot of people, get testimonies.
I ain't
Since you
never
wanna
been
know.
to- I ain't
a lot of
never
people
been to
get
strip club.
testimonies, so you want to go there.
I ain't never
a lot
been
of people come to. A lot of people get testimonies.
I ain't never been to a man
I ain't never been to
strip
one
club.
either. But you don't show have women who have admittedly. I've never heard men go like, man, yeah, I gave her money and I was sleeping with that stripper. But it's more women.
Hold on, you said what? Hold on, you said what?
Men that come out I'm not saying they don't, but it's more women that sleep with male strippers. I'm talking about right now.
No.
Yes,
no.
it is.
No, it's not. No, it
Pull
is
it
not.
up.
No,
Pull
it
it
is
up.
not.
Pull it up.
Men's
Pull it
men.
up.
No, it is not.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull
It
it
is
up.
more
Hold on,
men-
let her
it is
testify.
more-
Press.
that is what they. I ain't
Let
gonna
her
testify,
testify.
but I know
Well, you
there's
about to go
more
there.
men
Go ahead, go
that
there.
sleep with women
Go there.
strippers. And it may be even equal. I'm not gonna say one more than the other, but don't be saying that it's more women.
Well, JJ,
I'm saying
wait a
on site.
minute, JJ.
I'm saying more
Hold
women.
up.
I'm saying
Wait a
on
minute,
site.
JJ.
I ain't never
From
sleep
my,
with none.
from my,
I'm saying on site.
wait a minute, JJ. From my minimal stripper experiences, I would say I'm going out on a limb. More than half of the strippers are lesbians.
The same thing for the men. They're
I
gay
would
too.
say I would say
A
that
lot of men
I
are
would
gay,
say
too.
that-
They be lesbian, man.
Yeah.
I would say that they may. I'm not gonna say they're not, but I would say at a minimum bisexual, because it's about money for some of them. They don't look at themselves as,
No, they
Dudes.
think it's an art.
Dudes,
Yeah.
dudes
They
might
after
get
the
the
money.
number and hit later on, but I'm talking about on site, especially like you
I
got
can't
women who
see.
do their bachelorette parties and all this stuff. They are going to be more
That's
apt
something
to sleep
different,
with
Red.
that.
That ain't
men
like
do it
that.
too. What are you talking
women
about?
gonna
Men
do
do
it,
it
strip
too.
club.
And when you get a whole bunch of women together and they got a male stripper,
And men
they
do
gonna
it too.
get hit.
Their last rodeo.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Hold on.
Their last
More women do
rodeo.
it.
Hold on, but
Yes,
my
it
man,
is their
big,
last
my man
rodeo.
John Austin, big comic in California, he said, now Usher supposedly had herpes. So should this woman be dancing up on him like that?
Shit, what?
He
I
like-
know what you're talking about.
he like-
But
then
go
the man-
ahead,
the
break
man-
it down so
then-
everybody.
then he
I
like-
know
he
what
like
you're
her
talking
man-
about. The
her
girl
man-
went up on stage. Usher was grinding on the woman,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And they say now that they broke up because of that.
What?
But you say
Let the women talk.
you
to
say
the man.
Ursha had is it Ursha or Usher?
Usher.
Usher.
Usher had.
Usher Raymond.
You
They
say
say
he had
Usher-
what?
they
Herpes.
say-
My man said
They say he has
Ushers
herpes,
back
but
in
I
the
don't
day.
know.
He had
Herpes
herpes back
out
in
of
the day.
style now. I didn't even know
It's
anybody.
still real,
Anybody
though.
still got herpes,
It's
man.
still real.
Herpes like when I
Matter
was
of
bell
fact, my
bottom.
boy the other day told me. My boy the other day, he told me, he said, everybody, I got AIDS. Don't you have it? Everybody got AIDS. Supposed to.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
he's like, you ain't got
Who
it.
said that? Your boy? Who?
Yeah, I tell everybody, I got
Herpes
AIDS.
is
Nigga,
still
you
real.
stupid.
Hey.
But I'm saying, man was saying she was dressed wrong, and do you think it was appropriate? I'm like, and I don't think she was dressed wrong.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man.
I'm confused.
I personally think it was inappropriate.
I'm
If I'm
confused.
in a relationship with
yep.
a woman
It's a
and she
respect
go up and
thing.
do that with Usher, it's
respect
lights
thing.
out for me, nigga.
Yeah.
Even though
Better run,
I'm a
dude.
man
Oh,
now,
okay, I
and this
got
is where it's double standards
You
now.
better run, dude.
It's double standard. Because I could see, I know this hypocritical, JJ.
Uh-huh.
I could see a man going up and let's say Beyonce or somebody grinding on him. I'd be like, hey.
Part of the show.
So I'm
But
supposed to accept
a
that?
man, I mean,
I'm
it
supposed
would
to
be
accept that?
more acceptable than a man's woman going up and grind with a man like that. I know that's hypocritical.
Yes, it is.
I know
No,
it
it's
ain't
not.
right.
Yes,
truth.
it is.
I'm just telling
ain't
you.
hypocritical.
But I'm gonna tell you what. Let me explain this to you. I hold women in such high esteem that I don't think men deserve. So a man does not want his woman to be demeaning herself like that, even if he is less than that upstanding. I just hold women in higher esteem than I do men.
Well, I thank you for that, DC.
I really do.
But I think we will appreciate that our men will hold themselves at those same
Well,
standards.
I mean, you're not uncheckable as a man, but to me, it's more devastating for a man's woman to be violated. It's more devastating for a woman to violate the man. I'm telling you now, than it is for a man.
So we supposed to just suck it up?
No,
Is it acceptable?
No,
That's just the way it is?
No,
See, I could
But
say
I'm
something.
saying,
I could say something
That's just
biblically,
the
but I'm
way
gonna let y'all.
it is.
I'm gonna let
That's
y'all
the way
look
it
for
goes.
y'allself.
Don't
That's
say
just
it.
the way
Well,
it is.
I'm
That's why you
yourself.
on here. That's why you on here.
Hey, did y'all watch the Hugh Hefner documentary?
Not recently.
He was like a pimp he was a pimp that everybody agreed with. He was a pimp. All the women that worked for him, they're like, he was a pimp. But nobody brought him up on charges. The feds tried to bring him, but guess what? The feds was coming to his parties too.
That's why they couldn't bring him on them charges.
The police, the feds, everybody was coming to his party.
Hey, did
he
you
had
know
the top
that if
best.
you pimp
But
a
he
white
was doing
lady
it- hey,
in
he was
Tennessee,
selling
it's
cocaine.
called white slavery?
If you pimp a
If
white
you
woman,
pimp a white woman in
in
the state
Tennessee,
of Tennessee,
it's
it is
slavery.
called white slavery.
Why?
But
What's
if you
the
if you
difference?
pimp a black woman, it's just called prostitution.
what's the difference in
You get more time, it's white
what's the
slavery.
difference in trafficking, human trafficking, and pimping?
I guess because trafficking is against their will, and most of the time,
Pimping is
Yes,
a
yes,
great
is what they want to do.
agreed upon.
Yeah.
Daddy, I'm gonna do your, I'm gonna work for
Yeah,
you,
it's
Daddy.
supposed to
That's
be.
what I
Work for
would
you,
go with.
Daddy. But trafficking is
It's
It's
against their will.
yes, they will.
Yeah, you
Lock
kidnap
here.
them, you making them do it.
Threaten
They
them,
can't
all that
leave when they
stuff.
want. Where pimping is,
Pimping is
they
kinda
supposed to be
like-
able to leave when they want.
Yeah,
Pimp just supervise.
yeah.
Pimp with a super, yeah, the
he
pimp
got
is a
clientele.
supervisor.
You got clientele. He gonna protect you. You gonna get your money. You ain't gotta worry about nobody beating you up and well,
Yeah,
it happens. But
this ex pimp told me that yesterday. He said that he used to be a pimp and
Your ex-pimp?
no. Let's get that right. Let's get that right.
no, I just want to make sure we
No,
clarify.
we're
this.
gonna make sure.
What the
He want
hell
the
is wrong
smoke.
with you, man?
Because-
Let's get that right.
Well,
Let's get that
Call
right.
her out of the blue if she wasn't.
Like I said, anyway, my homeboy was an ex-pimp,
Yeah.
and he told me that when he moved to Tennessee, this dude told him, hey, man, if you get caught pimping here, state of Tennessee, with a white girl, you'll catch it's called white slavery. I
Is
was
it
like,
right?
what? Yep. But if you get caught pimping a black woman, it's just prostitution.
What's the time difference?
White slavery,
Lie.
more time.
A lot, yeah. I
Black-
asked him, he was like, I don't know, I just know it's a lot.
So he said to you, move over here to Blasville.
No,
I'm
he
put you to
said,
work.
JJ, I got a job for you, and man, you gonna make this paper. Yeah, I know. You know, Bo Peep.
He said move to
I know some people that like
Georgia.
old men.
Just another exhibition that ain't no justice in America for nobody black, man. They just let out the Charles
you.
Manson girl. She did 53 years, but still shit.
She's
She
on the
was
streets.
part of Charles Manson,
Yeah,
Yeah, she's part of Helter
Crew.
Skelter.
Yep.
and they let her out
better.
Yeah,
after 53 years. So
She must have did a heck of an
life,
interview,
What
huh?
is life for a white woman?
she must did a heck of an interview for her parole to get out.
I just know some good
She said
food.
she thought he was Jesus.
I
But
just
hell,
know she
Jesus
got
gonna tell
she
you
got
go
a
stab the
good-
shit out of somebody for.
She got a good gut. Ain't that shit for 53 years? She got a good gut on her.
Was bad food in prison?
Bad food.
though?
Hey, what you gonna do now?
I'm trying to find out.
That's a good question. Probably come out and do books and interviews and get
Oh
rich,
yeah,
man.
get paid.
Oh yeah, she gonna
Damn,
get
I didn't
paid.
think about that.
She gonna get paid.
They should make her go down there and pick some
Somebody's
cotton,
gonna
damn
come
it.
to her and pay her a cool million just to make the movie off of it.
Well, I mean,
They won't do that
all
for
of
us, but, you know.
the
Book
crazy part
deal,
is,
movie deal.
all of them stories already been told.
Or
Every
maybe
one of
she'll
them
just
stories.
come
So
out
a
and,
bunch of stories been
and
told, they
sell
remake it.
T-shirts and
Life
flip
after
flops
prison.
Yeah.
like a girl from Louisiana that
Life
you so
after
proud of.
Oh
Listen,
Lord, there we go.
New Orleans or Louisiana? Where the girl from?
she
I'm
is
There you
in
go.
Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she
I
did
mean, I
more than
put it
just
like
sell
this.
shirts.
that dummy.
If she wrote a book, she
Angel
wrote a book.
Reese is the highest paid female college athlete, and she's on the Olympic
she
team right now.
could have made millions more.
She's still gonna make it, man. I can't wait till next
Oh,
year.
she
to see
gonna
Grammy.
Make it,
DC.
but she could have made millions.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret.
If
don't
you're the
want-
highest paid, how are you?
That's
how
the
are
only
you-
thing she can do now.
Yeah, I don't think she
Victoria's
does.
Secret.
She's got
She
everything.
done done everything. Yes, in athletics, man.
She's on the
She's
Olympic
there.
team.
Y'all sleeping,
Sports
man.
Illustrated.
Y'all
But-
don't know
but-
what
but- but- hold
endorsement
on.
money is.
But
Y'all
DC,
little mind
but
talking
female
about
sports, they
The
ain't
bitch
numbers of
selling
male sports.
T-shirts, man.
But
You
female
talking about
sports-
she sold out
You
T-shirts?
are
That bitch
still on
coulda got
T-shirts.
millions of dollars.
She's got
of endorsements
millions of dollars.
And she just
And
played
she can't,
it
and she
cool.
can't do alcohol. She can't do alcohol.
She coulda done
playing-
it.
No,
She oughta
nobody, whether it be NCAA,
Nigga, I
NFL.
seen what's his name was in the finals. He got an alcohol commercial.
Oh.
What's his name for Miami that lost?
It's a seltzer though.
Butler.
It's
He
a
got an
seltzer.
alcohol. What are you
He
talking
did
about?
a alcohol
For
commercial.
3 years.
I know in the NFL you
For
can't do
3
it.
years, Hennessy
NFL
backed me.
NFL and college, man, you cannot do it. That's why you got to wait till an
I'm
NFL
telling
player.
you,
but that's why
NBA back Jerry, Jimmy Butler.
the NBA.
He got a beer commercial. What are you talking about?
All I'm saying is, I know NCAA and NFL,
Man.
you definitely cannot be seen
Alcohol
consuming
everywhere.
alcohol
TD
while
Jakes,
you're still
TD
active.
Jakes got a cognac commercial.
I need to sit down with him.
Yeah, him and Kurt Franklin.
Kirk Franklin, that nigga twerking talking about Jesus.
Oh my God.
I know damn well Jesus ain't condoning this trap gospel music.
Oh, man, Kurt.
Grabbing his nuts at the
Come on home,
Juneteenth
Kurt.
concert.
Kurt,
I
come
know
on home,
Jesus
brother.
don't appreciate that
Yeah,
shit.
Kirk, come on home, brother, man. Please come
Kirk
on
was
home.
scratching. He was just itching.
Huh?
So
He was just nuts was itching.
that's it.
Kirk, come on home,
He
man.
was just itching.
You ain't got to succumb to the people, man. Them checks will still come in. Might not be as big, but come on home, man. Whew.
I like
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin.
I like Kirk too. I used to meet him a lot of times. Gerald Levert was one of my best friends.
Just
I love Gerald
coolin'.
Levert.
Him
I
and
wish I
Kirk
would've
would
met
be
him.
around, you know. Oh, Gerald was
Coolin'.
Gerald was cool beans, man.
Just coolin'.
I was sitting in the parking lot of Walmart when I heard that he passed. I was like, I'm never gonna meet you. I'm serious. I wanted to meet
Yeah,
him.
he would love to meet you too. You were his
Yeah,
type.
sir. He's the kind of band leader you like.
What?
You can see them lungs on you.
Shut up, you Kobe.
Because he said, I want to borrow that Poussey.
You're the soprano.
My people. We've been blaming each other long enough, man. Shit, blame somebody else. Malaria over here now, they blaming that. They talking about that came from Africa. Man, shit. They said AIDS came from Africa, malaria came from Africa, Michael Blackson came from Africa.
Ebola coming from
Ebola.
coming from the Chattanooga
Where that
River right
come
now.
from? From
Right now,
Chattahoochee.
you can't fish on the Chattanooga River.
On Chattahoochee.
The Chattahoochee River.
Yeah.
You can't fish on that certain part. It's got shit
Ain't that
full of
something?
doo-doo.
Oh, my gosh.
The doo-doo drain broke.
Yeah, the sewer
God.
broken.
Catfish, you
Shit
gotta-
in the Chattahoochee.
In the trout swimming upstream.
They
full
gonna
of shit.
blame black folk
It's all our fault.
for that sooner or later. Y'all keep your head up, keep your strength. I'm DC Curry.
I'm both these.
I'm Sister JJ.
I am Brian Harper.
I'm bullhead. What am?
We'll holler.